When have we ever?
Y'all wondering what the fuss going on right now since you're hearing us on a Sunday night. But
Sunday
night and live.
Sunday night and live, but we have a special episode. Special episode. We have the man of the hour, the man of the year. Bassmaster Kayak Championship champion, Wyatt Hammond, Wham Fishing. The beginning of Ass and Bass.
Yes, there it is.
Snaps for Wyatt.
Listen, if there's one thing in the green room, Wyatt already said, he said the only reason he won is because he got drunk and played a game of Ass or Bass on our show. That led to a whole season of preparation to get to where he's at now. Wyatt, thanks for coming on the show. I want to start off by saying, dude, fucking congrats, man. That is huge. Absolutely congrats to you, dude. That is awesome.
Appreciate it, man.
The premier championship in kayak bass fishing. But let's hold on a sec before we get too far into that. Wyatt didn't just win the Bassmaster Kayak Championship. He and his partner won the what the hell is it? The
team
kayak
series
fishing trail team.
Here.
Shoot, he's got so much hardware now.
That one right there.
They won that, and before that, he won the KBF National Championship. Like, this motherfucker has been doing nothing but winning championships, and thank goodness he's fishing all of those because it gave, a handful of us here in the Raleigh area an opportunity not to lose. Not to lose, except on.
What do you mean not to lose? What do you mean not to lose? Didn't North Carolina do well this weekend?
We ain't talking about basketball. We're talking about bass fishing right now. Like, him and Will Lambert have won every fucking thing in the Sun's, great blue ocean. And then tonight, we have him on here, and thank goodness he sucks at Jordan. And he doesn't even fish Jordan because he sucks at it.
I may have said that I'm going to figure out Jordan this year. So.
You're fucked now, Paul.
Well, yeah, because what other fucking lake do you have to figure out? You got them all figured out but Jordan. I'm not telling you no secrets at Jordan either. I'm going to let you do that on your own.
Dude, I don't know how many secrets you're going to get from him. Don't worry.
No, Wyatt's an open book, man. He'll take anybody out there and fish with him and tell them. He's taught me a lot of stuff. I've been one of the people that has had the opportunity to fish with Wyatt quite a few times. And the dude not only knows how to fish, he's really good at explaining what he's doing and teaching people. And so that's awesome. That's great. But we have an absolute, I hate the word hammer because it's a little overused. At this point in time, though, Wyatt is the hammer of hammers.
He's the Hammond of hammers.
He's the Hammond of hammers. I love it. Change his name. Change his name, Alex.
Change the name.
Look, here's the deal. He's won local. He's gone out because that's the thing. That's what you hear on the national stage and the national podcast and all this. Oh, well, so-and-so, yeah, they can win on their home lakes and shit. Wyatt takes his ass all over the country and wins or does good.
Yeah.
One or the two. What was it? Was it last year at the Bass in Florida where you had like 103 inches on the first day?
It was the Hobie. I had 107 and a half the first day.
Yeah. And then your fish left and you didn't do as good.
Like 40-ish.
But still, you've traveled the country and won tournaments. So the first thing I want to start off with this is what did you have something? Did you find something? Or was it a day of the tournament? Damn, I'm fucking dyslexic like Alex is short. Or was it
the
day of the tournament
we're
that you found?
handicapped by the live here.
Yeah, right.
No editing for you.
we don't edit no way, so shit. What y'all hear is what you get anyway.
It was a little bit of both because I'd found so the first day of practice I went to looked like a pre-spawn area. It was just a pond dam leading into a whole bunch of little fingers. There's like 5 or 6 fingers right past a big pond dam, so it's like 20 foot, comes up to 5, drops right back down, and then goes back in these little fingers. And I think it was my first or second cast on that pond dam. I caught a 7-pounder, 22 and a half. And I mean, I fished it 30 more minutes after that and didn't get a bite. And I was like, I put it in the back of my mind. I was like, well, if I need something, I'll come over here and I'll check this because there's, it's a really good staging area. It's obviously where fish will sit at to go spawn. And later in the week, because I mean that was the first day of practice. When was that? Like this having a tournament in the middle of the week kind of throws everything off for me. When we start practice, I think we started practice on Thursday or Friday. So I found that the first day of practice, and I checked it a couple more times throughout practice. Never caught anything off of it, and we had a cold snap, and I think it was the third day of practice. I caught a 20-inch fish on chatterbait in the back of a drain. So I was like, it's going to be cold. Let me go, first thing in the morning, I'm going to go throw chatterbaits in these drains in the back of pockets, like not looking for bed fish because, first thing in the morning, you can't really see, couldn't see them. So I was going to fish the drains, the ditches. So when it's cold at night, this fish will kind of sink down in the drain. I'll throw a chatterbait and see if I can catch them. So I did that for probably 15, 20 minutes in the first pocket I came into, and the next pocket had a boat in it. Next pocket after that had a boat in it. Next pocket after that had a kayak in it. So I just I'm going to go sit out on this pond dam for a minute because that's the only thing that didn't have a boat on it because Lake Fork was just swamped with boats and kayaks and all kinds of stuff out there. And literally my first cast on the pond dam, I just had a 3/8 ounce jig tied on and threw it out there, hit spot lock on my remote, picked up on the rod, and I just felt it just pull away. So I was like, all right, let me make a couple more casts here. And I think my third cast after that, I caught a 21 3/4. And then 3 casts after that, I caught a 20. 3 or 4 casts after that, I jumped off a 21. Then I jumped off like a 23. And then I caught a 14. No, that was with
a little bitch fish.
that's the one I boat flipped. I didn't use the net for that one.
He said, "Fuck that thing."
I mean, you were culling 20 and 21-inch fish because what you end up with? You end up with 111.
111 and a quarter at the end of the day.
All right, so you fished boat tournaments previously, years ago. So you're good with lengths and weights. What'd you have? 35 pounds? You think
they weren't fat? I mean, okay. I had my smallest fish was like super fat. I mean, just chunky, like probably a 6.5, 7 pounder, but probably around 30 pounds, 33 pounds. Nothing was like fat.
Yeah.
They were all nice, long, healthy fish.
Hey, let me ask you this. So the first day got canceled because of wind. So y'all ended up with, I think, an 11-hour day.
Holy
fishing.
Shit.
So long day.
Yeah.
What did you eat for supper the night before?
Cocaine.
May have been a bad idea. That was the morning. That was the morning.
My bad.
No, I had tacos.
What? Tacos from where? Are you rolling the dice on Taco Bell the night before?
The night before 11-hour tournament?
Yep.
Wow.
Dude,
this man
Wyatt,
is like, I'm going to be shitting off the side of my old town, and I'm going to catch them. That's what he said to himself. I know it.
Wyatt seems like a quiet guy, but this dude's a fucking terror. Like, he won all these tournaments, and then he decided before the Bassmaster fucking Classic, I want to put tacos in my gut, and hopefully I don't shit my pants.
Tacos, drank coffee that morning,
The cocaine in the morning too, right?
Yeah. Coffee cake. Did you have to dookie before you left the ramp, or did you leave it before the house?
No, I ate in the morning. Actually, yeah, I had a Pop-Tart on the way to ramp. So.
All right. Listen, you better be
fucking tacos. How many tacos did you eat?
3. It was 3 of the. They were actually really good size. So I forget the name of the place.
Yes, fucking Texas. You ain't getting
Yeah,
a bitch ass taco in Texas.
I'm pretty sure it's illegal to make bad food in Texas.
all right.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. Especially tacos and barbecue.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. You gas station tacos and gas station barbecue are going to be top notch.
Dude, that's got to be the next thing for you. You've already won so many events. You're becoming like the Tom Brady of kayak fishing, right? So the next thing has to be like, I'm going to fish a Bassmaster Classic next year, but I'm going to eat nothing but gas station burritos 2 nights prior.
You got to film it though. Like it's got to be that.
They'll see him coming.
We got to follow you along.
He's going to be leaving an
3
oil
days,
slick as shit behind that
3
kayak.
days eating gas station burritos and shitting at the boat ramp on the porta potties. And first thing in the morning at a busy porta potty, like if you're not there first and you're there in the middle or last, there's a mountain of poo and you got to hover. Otherwise, that mountain of poo is like dingle dangling your balls.
He's got no comment. He's like, nope. Doesn't hit my balls though. Thanks though.
Did you eat on the water at all? 11-hour day. No nabs, no pack of nabs or nothing. You just.
I had a drink. I didn't even open it.
God damn. But I mean, when you're catching 21 fish and you're having to 21-inch fish, and you're having to cull them. I guess you're like, why the fuck am I gonna eat right now? Did you catch all your fish in that one spot, or did you have to end up moving around later in the day?
I caught them out of a handful of different spots. The pond dam I caught 2 20s and my 14, and then I moved and I was like, I'm gonna go fill out my limit with bedfish, and I ran into Marty Hughes right in a little pocket. I caught 2 18s just to fill out the limit, just right in a little pocket with a whole bunch of beds in it. And then I was like, all right, I got a limit, big fish time.
What'd you catch the bedding fish on?
Just a little Texas rig creature bait.
Okay.
Yeah.
So simple and easy, just sight fish. Were those 18 inchers females or were they males?
They're males.
They were. So goddamn, see, that's Texas for you.
I know, right?
Motherfuckers catching 18-inch fish, fucking, little males, little bucks, 18 inches.
I'd gone into this. I told Blake, one of my buddies, I was like, everyone's gonna go in there. They're all gonna see these bedfish, and they're gonna just lock in on the bedfish. And I had seen some really good bedfish, but I hadn't seen enough. Like I hadn't seen a row of 21-inch bedfish that I could go win a tournament on. So I was like, everyone's gonna see those bedfish, lock in on them, and I'm gonna try and ignore those as best I can.
So you were catching 18-inch bucks. Your bigger fish, you said they were skinnier. They weren't full of eggs. They weren't fat.
They were full of eggs. They just weren't like obese,
Yeah, it was like the Gwyneth Paltrow of bedding fish, not the Rosie O'Donnells. I gotcha.
Yeah.
So you were still catching fish. The females you were catching, the big ones, were still staging to come up.
Yep. So I caught the 2 off the pond dam. Then I caught 2 off docks. I caught 21 3/4 and a 22 3/4 off docks. And then the rest of it was out on Main Lake Point. So I was actually using. I gotta give you the Lake Murray secret as well as the Lake Fork secret.
Well, it would have been a secret on Lake Murray if you hadn't have just told us. Goddamn.
I was live scoping the docks with the jig.
Okay.
A jig, live docks.
Yep.
All right.
Were all these fish caught on jigs or slow moving baits? Catching
every single fish was on one bait.
A jig.
Yep. Except for the 2 bedfish. It was everything I weighed in finally was on a jig.
And I know it was a mop jig with a big ass trailer.
It was on the secret lure.
That's not a jig, Wyatt. Jeez.
That's the move right there. Everybody
Wait, there
get
it
your
is.
saltwater.
Okay, it's that one. That one. That's what it is.
All right.
The mop jig?
It's a hand tie jig.
We'll see. There you go.
Yep.
All right.
Rubber skirt.
Yeah, that's a rubber skirt.
Yeah.
Yep.
See?
It's a rubber
Really
skirt,
skirt.
but it also has his own pubic hair fused into the skirt. That was the money.
That's
Instead of
the
using
bright.
tinsel.
That's the bright blue right there.
Uh-huh. I knew it was a rubber skirt because the only jigs I throw are mop jigs because that's about the only one you can find now with that live rubber, that rubber skirt.
Yeah.
And the only reason
Yep.
I throw them is because Wyatt throws them and he catches big fish on jigs. And you know, I've seen what he's done, but I'm terrible at jig fishing. But it doesn't matter. I'm still here. I'm still here trying. I'm trying
Yes.
to do my best.
Yes, John T. Walton. They are. If you buy a jig from Wyatt, that's not tinsel. Just so you know. Hey, Wyatt. I've got I want to fast forward a little bit, right? We'll rewind it back, but like, as you're nearing the end of the tournament, did you know that you were in first?
I'd seen at the 5 o'clock update that I was leading.
Mm-hmm.
I had 110, and second place had 106 and 3/4, and I was still I mean, it's like fork, 25s, or I'd been throwing a glide bait a little bit earlier in the day, and there were some 10, 12 pounders following the glide bait back in. I just there's some stupid fish out there.
Yeah. Did you, by any chance, YouTube all of this or record all of this? You didn't. So we're not gonna get a. We're not gonna get a Bass or Ass the sequel of you finding out that you won the tournament on the water, and trying to figure out. Yeah.
The winner. Yes. Oh my God, the winner.
I worked so hard to get this in. I
did catch a 22.5 at 6:29. Lines out was 6:30, so I may have needed to change my pants after that before I went to work.
Did you get it submitted?
Oh yeah.
Oh nice.
Oh,
hell yeah. That's fucking shit there.
I grabbed the remote for the autopilot, and I was looking at it. I had my rod in one hand and the remote in the other, and it said 6:27. And I just felt the rod just start swimming off.
Oh, jeez.
What did you do prep wise? Were you in one main area, or did you have to do a bunch of running to these spots? And the question is, preparation wise, what took you to that main area or the areas you had to run?
Other than the pond dam and one stretch of docks, I found everything else during the day of the tournament.
So none of the shit that you fished during practice, you're like, fuck all this shit. Let me go over here to this one spot. Is that what it ended up being? Kind of. Yeah,
because I'd caught the 21, one of the 21 3/4 on the dock, and it was back of a pocket, last dock in the back of a pocket, and I pulled up my phone and I was like, well, the next pocket over has a couple docks all the way in the back too, so let me go run over to those. I didn't make it over there in practice. I'd seen it and I wanted to go, but I was like, we got 11 hours. I mean, I can go go wherever you want right now.
Wyatt's got 11 hours, a half a bag of cocaine. He's ready to go anywhere at this point.
Sunglasses, a full battery.
Yeah.
That's it.
And 4 tacos.
Yep.
4 tacos and a Pop-Tart. Don't forget the Pop-Tart.
In the fucking Pop-Tart. At any point did you feel
the tacos were powering a little bit of speed out there?
I got you. How do we get you sponsored by Pop-Tart? How do we get the Wyatt Hammond Hammer Pop-Tart?
Well, he should have taken the Pop-Tart bag that he ate his Pop-Tarts out of and held it when he held the trophy up.
Yes.
The Pop-Tart bag should have been in one of his hands off to the side.
Hey, Wolf of Walmart. Let's meme that one. Let's get a picture of Wyatt, his winning picture.
Holding up a Pop-Tart bag.
A Pop-Tart and a taco. A Pop-Tart and a taco. Let's get this man sponsored.
Hey, Wyatt, at any point in the tournament, did you have the bubble guts? You're like, God dang, I might shit my pants as my part. No, dang.
He's a cool cucumber.
I had a boat tournament, team tournament this Saturday, and
Nobody
starting
cares.
off, I had a good duty in the morning, but
Nobody cares.
About an hour in, it was rough. I pooted a couple times, and they smelled bad, and I was like, man,
That's why the pictures of your fish are standing on the bank instead of in the boat, because your boat kicked you out on the bank.
Yo, he hit you with the dad joke too. You were getting fucking owned. This man just won the Bassmaster Classic. You're talking about some shitty team tournament that you shit your pants in. Wyatt won it and can still hit you with the dad joke.
Well, he's got fucking glasses on like an old man, like he's fucking 70, instead of wearing contacts like a normal human being.
That's all right. Paul's going to have the same glasses next week. He's going to be like, fuck it, I got to get the Wyatt glasses. I'm going to tell you what, though, Paul. Here's what we should do. When we meet up the night before we go fishing, we should have the Wyatt dinner. We should have 4 tacos and a Pop-Tart in the morning and see how long it takes. See if we catch. Maybe you're onto something, Wyatt. Maybe it's like, you angered your stomach enough with the tacos that you sweetened it up in the morning with the Pop-Tart, and that led to the victory.
Hey,
first one to step off the boat loses.
Wyatt's supposed to be fishing a little kayak tournament we have here locally on Saturday, and if he does, maybe I'm going to do that. I'm going to eat. He's not doing
tacos. That. No, this man is a superstar, an international superstar right now.
Well, he said
Piedmont Bass Classic is out there too on Saturday. There's going to be 60 boats on that too.
Yeah, there's going to be between the boat tournament and the kayak tournament, there's going to be at least 100 fishing the tournament, and then a Sharon Harris on a beautiful spring morning, probably.
Wyatt's going to be out there in a jet ski.
20.
He's going to be in a jet ski with the trophy.
One of those tournaments.
Just going in and out of you kayakers going, fuck you, I've already got the trophy.
He's going to be Kenny Powers and
exactly.
Gray PA-14. I know where I'm going.
It's the one with water in it.
The last tournament, Wyatt and I...
Doesn't narrow it down that much.
The last tournament Wyatt and I fished on Sharon Harris, I beat him. That's all I'm saying. But it was a fall. And I'm a lot better. Wyatt can tear their ass up in the spring, so we'll see. Hey, Wyatt, who did you room with? Who were you staying with? Did you room by yourself?
No, we had Don Trail Sullivan, Garen Butler, and Jake Kukulis.
Okay, Jake Kaka. Yeah, that's our boy.
Like before this, I was like, if somebody's gonna win it, like Jake's gonna win. Jake's he's a stick.
Oh yeah, and he's from the Northeast too.
Oh yeah,
which is crazy. I mean, we had him on after he won the Murray tournament.
Yeah.
We had him on after he won the Murray
tournament.
Jake Kakuskus. He was out there with a fucking like a 1.5 quarter fucking big ass damn blade bait, yo-yoing it off the bottom, catching fish, doing some stupid shit. And, I mean, he won it. So you got to take.
I like how Paul says all of that, but he doesn't have the background. His background is a Donald Duck hat and a mop.
Bitch, I've won more tournaments than you fished.
That's probably true. You're right.
I know it's true.
But we're talking. We don't want your tidbits and tips and.
You're the one that brought it. You're the one that brought it up.
I did not.
You did.
Listen.
Why?
We're not doing this on live.
Why did y'all party? Did y'all stay up late, or were y'all dialed in like, yeah, we're gonna hang out and shoot some shit and then get up and go fish, or did y'all throw down 3 hours at a morning?
Met everyone and bought them tacos.
Wait, you bought everybody tacos before or after?
After.
Okay. I thought you did it before. He's trying to sabotage. That's how Wyatt really won.
He got all them tacos with the extra hot sauce, so they were fucking.
That's the secret in Texas. You got to rub your lures with barbecue sauce.
That's it. All right. Listen, he's letting out all the secrets. He's using real life pubic hair. He's putting barbecue sauce on it. That's how you catch the biggins.
He's buying his competitors tacos the night before and giving them the extra hot sauce. So they got dragon ass at the boat ramp.
Yeah. Dude, that's a really good name for a jig bait, like a soft plastic. The dragon ass. Yeah.
There you go. That's what Wyatt caught all his fish on.
A dragon ass.
Tied jig called the dragon ass.
That's right. Make sure when you go to
even got a little bit of red. It's even got a little bit of red in it from dragging it too much.
That's it. Listen, when you go to KBN tomorrow,
is that from the hooker on her period the night before?
Oh, ridiculous! I was gonna take a shot at KBN because we got you first. Suck it, KBN. But then you got to talk about gross stuff like that. That's why we'll always be a variety show. Thanks, Paul.
Hey, man, I'm just trying to keep it real with Wyatt because Wyatt truly is a quiet guy.
Right.
He's very, very quiet, very laid back. But when we get him on Bass and Brews, we need him to open up with some chicanery, some fuckery.
My favorite is you asking him, did you guys party the night before? And I can imagine why it's like, all right, we're getting fucking crazy, boys. He pulls out Bassmaster Trivial Pursuit. He's got 2 liters of Dr. Pepper, and he's ready to fucking party, and they throw down.
Hey, where I see a bunch of shit behind you, and your background has changed since the last time you were on. But where's the trophy, man? Show us the trophy.
It has not made it up here yet. It's still getting shown around.
What? Hold the fuck on. You won the trophy and couldn't bring it home?
Fuck that.
No, I've got it. It's just down in the truck.
The truck.
Listen, if anybody is near Wyatt
tomorrow night and you don't show it here, when we meet, I'm drilling holes in your fucking kayak, and that old town's gonna sink like a Hobie.
Listen, I want to let everybody know who's watching live right now. Wyatt left the trophy in the truck. If you run over to his house right now, we will keep him distracted for another 15 to 20 minutes. I want you to steal that motherfucking thing and mail it to us. I want to put it back over here. Yes. And we have Wyatt on the show, and we go, have you ever seen this? Does this look familiar, sir?
But Alex, it's cheaper for them to mail it to me. And so
that's
I
true.
Can put
okay.
Matter of fact, they don't have to mail it. We can meet up.
Right next to the weird, creepy Mickey Mouse toy on the wall.
Or the grip stick.
No, what we do, hold on. What we do is we put the trophy where the grip stick is, but you mail the grip stick to Wyatt, and that's what he gets to show for the tournament is he's got a grip stick. Hey, John T. Walton, this is what we're here for. We ask the hard-hitting questions. We don't go soft like KBN, the softest bass fishing podcast out there.
Hey, shout out to John Walton, the Bass Juice. He's local to us as well, so Wyatt and I know him real good. John's a good dude, man. He's a great time. He makes a bass juice that he grinds up all the stuff in his kitchen, and his wife hates him for weeks on end. It's great.
Did Wyatt recite another early 90s porn script when he was catching the winning fish? Hey, Dave, make sure you listen back like 15 minutes. We've got another meme request.
Yeah, we got a meme. Why you not videotaping you catching 111 fucking inches and us not having any sound bites to bring on? That really breaks my heart, man. It makes me.
I've got the Waccamaw video where I caught 110.
Okay,
bitch, but you didn't win nothing that day.
There was a tournament. I won the KBF monthly from that.
What? There was a tournament that day too, if I'm not mistaken, that you didn't even enter, and they caught like 60 inches. Was that the same day that they had the tournament out there that you fished?
No, I don't think so. I didn't see anybody else out there. There was one on Harris last year that I upset the usual guys where they had the tournament and they caught like 81 and I went out there the next day and caught 105.
Yeah, well, that was the next day. It doesn't count.
See,
but also Lake Waccamaw, you catch like a 50-pound carp
bass
on a square bill that day.
Yeah, I caught the state record carp out there, state record grass carp out there.
On a square
25 and a half or 25 and a quarter inch bass out there last time.
They didn't mean shit though.
Why it's the Bassmaster and Assmaster at the same damn time?
I almost purposely misspelled Bassmaster in our post today to say Assmaster, but then I couldn't tag Bass Nation and it makes sense. But you know, the Bass and the Brewskis know what we're talking about.
Listen, I'm with you, John. He missed out. There's no tournament footage, but I get it. He embarrassed himself last time he was on the show. He brought up the example
all on his own
Right, and he brought it up on his old. He had like 4 or 5 dad pops. He wasn't feeling anything in his Crocs at that point. He was feeling a little numb. He was having a good time. And if people don't know why it's so on the way, like, hey, you guys ever listen to your YouTube videos, but like don't look at the video, listen to the audio? It sounds real fucking weird. And we were like, what do you mean? And he goes, hold on. And we let him take like 30 seconds. It was pretty quick. You had that bitch loaded up, ready to go. And yeah, Ass or Bass was born after that. But that was your own doing. So I think that's why. I think he woke up the next morning with a slight headache, had a Pop-Tart, said, listen, I can't film anymore.
I can't give you any more ammunition. I can't.
Listen, we got to do a new segment. It's Wyatt talking and something else, and we call it, is it the champ? Oh, shit, I fucked it up. Never mind. I forgot. Fuck. I really had something, and I lost it. Yeah,
See,
listen,
that's what
dude.
happens when you're in a Pokemon tournament all day. Your mind gets scrambled.
Russ Snyder's winning another tournament. I'm done with it. Listen, Russ is the most overrated, worst kayak. I'm just joking. Russ is great. Russ is awesome. It is nice to see somebody else, though.
I will say this. Russ Snyder's led the way for Wyatt to be able to win this because Russ broke the Bass and Brews curse.
He did.
Of anybody coming on here that was doing good.
Yep.
They did shitty.
Yep.
Russ broke it.
He broke it.
Russ paved the way for any angler, boat or kayak, to come on Bass and Brews and to win. Russ blazed that trail. So you should thank Russ next time you see him there, Wyatt.
If I go to Gunnersville and Dale Hollow and suck, I'm coming after it.
All right. Well, here's what it is.
I don't need to do anything to your kayak for it to sink. So I mean,
no, that bitch is fixed. I put all kinds of gunk on that thing. That crack
was the chest hair jigs.
It was the chest hair, but he didn't. He switched it to pubic hair.
Yeah, but those
we already talked about it
after the spring because Wyatt's a redhead. He's a ginger like Will Lambert.
Yep.
There is something about the gingers that make them fish so good, and I don't know what it is.
It's because they don't have
Will
a soul.
Lambert. Russ isn't necessarily a ginger, but he's strawberry. But then we got Wyatt over here. He's a true ginger. He's a day walker. What is it about the redhead?
There's no red. That's brown hair. You dipshit.
It's in the camera. See him in the sunlight in person.
Listen.
His beard is as red. Never mind.
All right, Paul.
This red.
Here's what we got to set up. We got to set up a Bass and Brews championship tournament. We got to have Wyatt. We got to have Big Inches. We got to have Will Lambert. We got to have Russ. And we got to have Christine Fisher. And whoever wins gets to pay all of our hosting fees for the year.
That's the worst fucking tournament you could ever have.
They all lose. Somehow they all lose.
The winner's going to be Jim Bob.
That's
throwing a damn Cinco in 20 foot of water that catches one fish out of nowhere.
No, that's the tournament that we do sign you up for, Paul. And that's the only one you ever win because they all
That's not true. I've already won tournaments. But yes, I would love to win that tournament because I'm already paying it. So I would just have bragging rights already.
Yeah, I think, Steve, that they were given the gift of fishing because they're not good at anything else.
I think it's their eyes.
Golf?
I think those day walkers, those redheads, can see the water better. Yeah, than the regular folk. I think there's something about their sight and their the smell.
It's the white skin. The fish can't see them against the sky.
Oh, it's like the perfect camouflage. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why them bitches don't wear sunscreen. I tell Will Lambert all the time, like, babe, you better put some sunscreen on. You're gonna be able to walking melanoma.
And Dave's right. Red lures, red heads, so they see your red hair and they're like, "Oh, I got to eat that thing." Yeah. Big deck energy, Fisher floaters, and chest care. Yeah, dude, it's that would be a wow. That's a whole lineup of fishing related gear, also.
Oh, Yeah, John, ain't nobody wanting to go to Lake Crabtree and catch some bass. Don't even, John. We ain't going there, and we ain't catfishing tournaments. We ain't doing all that.
Listen.
Even though if we did have a catfishing tournament on Harris, I'm pretty sure Wyatt would win that, and he would win the bass tournament the same.
One, a catfishing tournament isn't fair because half the field are redheads, and these people have already catfished many of a person online, right? Nobody puts a Wyatt isn't, Big Inches specifically isn't putting a real photo up. He's putting like
Put
Thor.
the Jacob Wheeler photo up.
Yeah, Jacoby Wheeler. Of all people, he picks Jacoby as a picture of. That's what he's going to put up. That's a great question, Dave. Dave,
yes.
Does it feel like this is all real yet?
No. Still. I was looking back last year, and when I came in 5th on Lake Murray, and that qualified me for the Classic, and I was like working on editing the video, and finally it hit me. I was like, I qualified for the Bassmaster Classic of Kayak. Like 2 weeks later, I was like, so.
And now you won the whole damn thing. You won the whole ship.
Hey, that's a good question because you won the blue trophy. And that's what we hear about in Bassmasters, winning a blue trophy. You won the biggest stage in kayak fishing right now. You won 25 grand. So your taxes are going to be fucked. But you drove home Friday night. You got into town on Saturday.
I got into town this morning at 1 a.m.
You got into town, okay, almost Saturday. So you got into town Sunday morning. So you win the Kayak Bassmaster Championship you won it on Thursday. But Friday, you won it. That's when the awards were. You drive to town. You get into town 1 o'clock Sunday morning.
You, Ramon.
And you have to go to work. This man won this championship and went to work this morning and then is on this podcast tonight. I was like, hold the fuck on. And look, y'all, his job, he's not like over there making tires and shit like that. He works in the outdoor field at a outdoor store. And this bitch, they made him come to work today. Wyatt.
Hold on.
When is it has it set in yet? You said this doesn't feel real yet.
No.
It still hasn't set. When is it going to set in? I hope it sets in like Saturday morning. Exactly. His trophy's still in his fucking truck.
We hope so. I've already got
I think he's outside at my truck right now.
Exactly. John Walton just texted me. He stole that motherfucker.
No, John can text me. Or at least DM me. John, you DM me after you get that trophy, and we got something for you. But dude, you didn't take the trophy into work today and like put it on the front register and be like, bitches ain't doing shit but sitting in the break room eating Pop-Tarts.
I stopped. My mom. Whenever I drove through Columbia, my mom and sister met me for dinner, and I definitely brought it into the restaurant and said,
Hell yeah. I get Cracker Barrel for free, motherfuckers.
So you said it hadn't set in. What was the feeling like? Because y'all don't know when you're on stage. Obviously, you knew you had a good chance. You knew you were in the top 2 probably. But when they called your name, what was your feeling? How did you feel when they called your name? What did you want to do but didn't do?
I mean, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to hold the trophy on the Classic stage. And I think there's a picture of me sitting there looking at it after they gave it to me. And I'm like,
dude, it's a rad fucking picture. That's a rad fucking. I was sitting here. I was like, let me look at some of these. That's a rad fucking picture, man.
We're just gonna takes a second to be like, I'm holding this.
Yeah, that's so rad.
Hey, dude,
Steve gonna tell me. He said, put it up in the air.
Yeah, but that's kind of embarrassing.
Put it up in the air. You should have put it up in the air. And then after you brought it down, you should have gave it a couple hip pumps. Like
I was about to say
a couple times.
Wyatt, have you after work today? Did you go to the hospital? How is it having an erection for 48 straight hours? That can't be good for you, right? Like honestly, I'd be knocking things over walking around with that.
Big dick energy, baby.
Right?
Sat down for most of it. Walked around, hunched over.
Yeah. Listen,
All
the
right.
car ride was easy. He was able to take phone calls. He just had the boner just driving the car for him.
Hey, I got a question for you after the tournament because I've talked to a couple folks that have, one. Anyway, what was the night after? Did you go out? Did you go out and hang out with people? Did you get to meet any of the bass boat anglers? Did you get to meet any folks in like the big names in the industry?
But
What was it like after?
Jack was on the other side of the pond.
Damn.
Look,
Jack had a front row
Yeah.
seat for history, but not for him.
Jack, as somebody who has fished around Wyatt before, I feel your pain, dude. I feel it. I feel it. But what did you do that night after the tournament? Did you get to hang out? Did you talk with people? Did you get to meet some folks, or would you just be like, "Bitch, I got to leave in the morning"?
I hope he says.
was it
hookers
like
and blow.
after
I hope he
that
says
night
hookers and blow.
I got me a $60 hotel and
This man won 25 grand, and he's like, "Bitch, I'm not staying at the Best Western. I'm staying at the Red Roof Inn."
Hell yeah, dude. He needed alone time with that trophy. He didn't want to. Things he did were dirty. He didn't need a good room for that.
So you didn't hang out afterwards and shoot the shit with people. You just took your shit, packed up, and
they
I got to go to work.
They kind of ushered us around, sent us to the media room. I did the interviews, and then it was like everybody's gone. Everybody went back to the expo or went out to watch the weigh-in.
Did you walk around the expo with your trophy at all?
No.
Oh, dude, you should have walked around the expo. I do imagine after all the press, they're like, all right, get the fuck out of here, plastic puddle pirate. Get the fuck out. No one wants to talk to you anymore.
Hey, I like that, John. You should have gone around with a Sharpie signing like everybody else's shit. Like you should have gone to Ike's booth.
Jimmy Houston was out there
signing their shit. Wham, fishing, baby.
That would have been knocking over unworn shit. Okay, let's not. All right, let's not fucking. We've got the Bassmaster Classic Kayak winner on. Why are we taking short jokes here? How do I ban people, Paul?
Where do we go from here? Like you've won the KBF. There's only two quote unquote national trails out there. In the last 4 months, 5 months, whatever, you've won both of them. Where do we go from here? Are you planning to fish national tournaments again this year? Obviously, you're probably going to fish our local shit. Like, what's the plan for tournament fishing for you coming up in 2025?
I've got a lot. Yeah, Jack. I'm fishing around Jack forever now because I caught a 22 the day before.
He just hires Jack to fish around him so he can win.
Jack, I don't need to follow you. I just need you to follow me and be in the area. I need you to be within 100 yards. So what's the plan, dude? What's the plan for 2025?
So not this weekend, but next weekend, I've got the TKS on Gunnersville.
Okay.
So I say leave for Gunnersville next Tuesday, and then we've got
kayak. That's the Team Kayak series.
We've got Bass Dale Hollow and the third or fourth week in April. And then I've also got the KBT as well. So we've got the rest of the Bass series. Angler of the Year is next.
Yeah, right.
It's gonna happen. I got a lot of work to do for Angler of the Year. But
let's give a shout out. Let's give a shout out to your team partner in the kayak team series.
Is that Jack?
Nope. What's his name?
Justin Faircloth. Yeah.
Justin Faircloth.
Yeah.
I fished a team tournament with him a few years ago, and he dropped me for Wyatt. I don't
Makes
blame
sense.
him.
Makes sense.
Made sense. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And then you got the kayak bass team trail, whatever the hell it's called now. It's the Tar Heel Lunkers. And just FYI for people that spell Tar Heel, it is HEEL, not ILL, as they made their post.
Tar Hills.
Days ago. I tried to mention it, but
Tar Hills.
This man is straight up just fishing all the shit. And again, you've heard it before. If you listen to any kayak bass podcast that cover tournament fishing, they always go, oh, anybody can win local shit. And then we got our North Carolina boy that's going out there, and he's wrecking shit at all the lakes he goes to. He might not win everything, but he's catching big fish, and he's right out there with them. And that's something to say, man, because you work a lot. All you do is work and fish.
Yeah.
And eat Pop-Tarts and tacos.
Yeah, Pop-Tarts and tacos. But here's the thing.
Here we go. Sponsors.
Yo.
Oh, here we go.
Pull out that. Pull out. Yeah.
Yes. That is the winning Pop-Tart box.
Yo, there it is.
But Steve would have shit a brick if you'd have come up there and put that trophy down and held up the Pop-Tart box.
Oh,
well, man,
all right.
This was great. You know, we told you. Oh, sorry. We told you we wanted to put the Bass and Brews spin on your wheel and stuff. Oh, shit! I almost forgot. S'mores. Yep. That's what Pop-Tart flavor do we eat?
It's s'mores.
S'mores. So you're not eating that trashy ass frosted strawberry.
Strawberry? No, absolutely not.
It's a s'mores.
All right, fucking Wyatt's canceled. That's the goat of all the flavors, the frosted strawberry. Well, Wyatt, we wish you the fucking best of luck. And again, from the bottom of our hearts here at Bass and Brews, fucking congrats, dude. You fucking deserve it. You're the fucking goat. If somebody needed to put Russ Snyder's and Christine Fisher in their place, it's you. I'm just disappointed you didn't record more weird sexual sounds.
I am too.
Yeah.
Hey, Wyatt, this Saturday, get your camera rolling. I'll make sure I launch it the same boat ramp as you, and I'll give you some good ass or bass content that we can put on the podcast. We'll dry hump you at the ramp before we get in our boats. Hey-oh!
No, that's gross. All right, everybody. Thanks for listening in and watching, especially you folks live for this impromptu surprise episode. If you guys want to help support the show, head over to patreon.com/Bass and Brews. And Wyatt, I'm going to send you a bunch of fucking Pop-Tarts, you fucking maniac.